Oh yes, Mzansi, welcome to some incredible conversation, and especially ahead of World Earth Day, a day that is so true to my heart and one that I'm going to be celebrating. But I think we all have our role to play, and we've got an incredible person here. We've got Ewald Kellerman, who is the Head of Sustainability Strategy at Absa, and he's going to be showcasing some of the initiatives that are going into this incredible opportunity of World Earth Day and also beyond, because Absa have been doing such incredible and inspiring work that is creating positive impact. So, Ewald, firstly, how are you doing this morning?
Yeah, very good, thanks.
I want to talk about World Earth Day. What does this mean to you and to Absa personally? And what are some of the big trends that you might think we could be seeing as we head into this incredible time in the year, which I think should be every day?
Absolutely. I think for me it is every day, so I'm fortunate that I can concentrate on that aspect. I think Earth Day, just at its prime, is a reminder that we're all responsible for the planet that we live in, and that our actions have a direct influence on both the planet and that the planet has an influence on us. I think for me personally, I've spent most of my career focusing on financial performance, and the next, big financial thing. But if you think about the last couple of years, I've started venturing a lot more into climate science, and we're starting to see just how interconnected we are. So for me personally, I've pivoted my career to focus on both climate and environmental science, including the social component.
I love that, yeah.
And I think from Absa perspective, it's so great to be associated with an entity that's principle-based and that doesn't just think about the financial performance, but has a wider view on what our contribution to society is.
Ewald, I absolutely love that, because it's showing me that Absa clearly is more than just a bank. You're here for the people, you're here for our country and for Earth. So I'm celebrating that. But what are some of the changes and some of the impacts that you've noticed in this world of sustainability over not just the start of this year, but more so last year in 2024?
Absolutely. I think firstly, we are still a commercial enterprise, so we have to think about survival firstly before we can think about sustainability. So financial returns remains important. But I think the interesting trend that we've seen is that a lot of these activities that we're busy with from a sustainability perspective is also very lucrative from a returns perspective. So it means that doing good and doing good business is not necessarily mutually exclusive. So
that's a win-win right there, man. Come on.
Absolutely. And I think the real sort of golden nuggets is where you get to intertwine those two. Now, as a bank, we've got a lot of power in terms of how we direct capital and which organizations and which projects we enable. So personally, we've played the biggest role in a renewable energy independent power producers program. We've funded a significant amount of affordable housing. We help to fund a lot of the water infrastructure, not just here, but in the 10 geographies around Africa that we operate in. So I think, doing our basic core activities of banking is really a way that we can live out our sustainability strategy in making a difference externally.
Man, this is the time to be alive, because we're living it out right now, and I can really see the impact, and many are celebrating that. But when it comes to Absa's group integrating financial inclusion into their sort of, call it a sustainable strategy, how do you think this is coming out in terms of the success of it? Is it happening?
Absolutely. So I know we talk about environment or the environmental aspects more often than financial inclusion. But in Africa, we've got such a beautiful demographic dividend. Yeah. And it's an untapped resource which we have a significant advantage over from other countries around the world. But we do struggle including financial or customers. And we don't just think about financial inclusion as giving bank accounts to underserved populations, but we want to create intergenerational wealth for everyone. Nice, yeah. And we can do that by allowing them access, giving them affordable products, making it appropriate for them, so that they can use that as a stepping stone to improve.
Some of these strategies that you mentioned now, they sound incredible, but what else is happening when you are talking about advancing these sort of climate action goals? And I know that's something quite big on your list in terms of making sure that Absa is concerned, but also present in these moments, because it's not just about making something happen, but you being involved in this, right?
Absolutely. And I think, given the last couple of questions, if you think about how we balance the climate action versus the social action, we are not in a position where we can follow what the global north is doing. We don't have the resources. We haven't had the time to industrialize our economy as much. So when we talk about decarbonizing or following a climate journey, we have to follow our own path that is unique to Africa. And in doing so, we have to take into account what does our economy and our society need. That means we can't switch off Eskom. We can't make Eskom out to be the pariah, because we rely on Eskom for economic activity, for growth and jobs. So our role as a bank is rather to help them invest more in renewable energy and help society move along in a way that we could get to a fair and just climate transition.
Man, you're speaking my language here. I absolutely love this. Lastly, before you go, I know good governance is obviously important, right? But when it comes to sustainability, why are these two so closely connected in your opinion?
So governance, I think, helps to underpin all of these activities. It's very easy to lend your ear to fake news and to...
Yeah, especially in this day and age.
Absolutely. And perhaps even, focus on short-term gains, which the next generation has to pay for. But I think what governance really does is it enables those controls so that you can build on top of it and you can create, real progress. So from a governance perspective, being fair, being transparent, being open is a real fundamental core that we hold as a belief and a principle. And that helps us to make sure that, we're not just here for the short term, but we're here for the long term.
You are doing such impactful work for our community, for our people, and for our country, and I think the continent too. So I want to say thank you. I want to celebrate this right now, and I can't be more appreciative of the incredible work you're doing and the time you've dedicated to this cause, because being a nature boy, it is absolutely so close to my heart. And I think with World Earth Day around the corner, this is what it's about. Look how everybody is stepping up in some of the most unexpected occasions. And I think it's a reminder to you, Mzansi, that you can get involved and do your part. So whether it's as simple as making change, why not just plant a tree, reduce your plastic, walk outside, or just do something positive for our environment? Clearly Absa are leading the way, and we should follow suit. Nice stuff, man.
Thank you.